and then it starts recording. I can also tell it to turn on the flash. Notice that it is all hands-free. Flash on. It tells me that the flash is off right now. So I'm going to tell it again. Flash on. But I don't see that the flash turned on, as you can see on the webcam. And now I can tell it to turn the flash off. And it turned the flash off. And on. Flash off. Okay, so it works fine. What else do I need to do? I'm ready to go out to start working. And I'm looking for my beauty here to help me out. Sarah, are you coming? Let's go, come on. And put on the Hawaiian shirt and let's go. So let's review what I've covered so far. I've covered multiple recordings from inside the computer. That includes the following applications. First of all, MSN Recorder Max, which is a screen recorder. Secondly is Webcam Max, which is a web camera applications running on Windows 10 PC. Another webcam application that is running also, and these two are two different cameras. So one is a camera, a 360 camera right above my head. Let me move it around so you can see how it works. And it is shooting from above as opposed to, and this is the Webcam Max, as opposed to Cyberlink, that is another camera that is shooting from my left side above. So you can see the view better, a little better angle from the side. So in summary, you may want to know, why do I have several webcams? Because one of them, Webcam Max, is a 360 camera right above my head because I wanted to see well my head-mounted tablet HMT from Realware. Oh, and the third one I forgot to mention is this camera from Loom. Okay, the camera from Loom is just shooting my face, and that is a cloud recorder. All the other webcams, the Cyberlink webcam and the Webcam Max, are both local recorders, which means they store the video on the local machine, on this PC 10 with Windows 10 that I'm using. In contrast, Loom is a cloud recorder, so it is storing the video on the cloud, which means that if my entire machine is stolen or broken, then the cloud video will remain while the local videos will be lost because of damaged hard drive and so on. So all the three videos are local. The MSN Recorder Max is local on this local PC. The Webcam Max is local with a different angle, and the Cyberlink is also local. And then later on, when the recording is done, it can be uploaded to YouTube or to our remote server. I can also stream directly with these cameras to a remote server using another software that I'm not using right now. Finally, the the Loom records my face and focuses it on. So now I'm ready to stop and refresh the steps recorder, save it, take the previous file name and upgrade the version from A to B. So this will be version B. I attach the letter B to the year, so it reads 2024 sub B, and the current time is 10:10. So add another point 10 to the time, so it reads 10:10 a.m. My video file name that includes also the date and the time, so I have the redundancy of having the date and the time twice. One time the way that I recorded it manually on the prefix of this file, and another time embedded in my video file name. This way it provides the robustness and the internal control that the time is correct. Because when you read it, you can see I have December 30th, 2024 at the beginning of the file, and then another version of 24, which is the year, followed by 10, which is the month, and followed by 30, which is the day of the month. Are you coming or wasting time? Then I want to insert the prefix for the psar.txt. Psar stands for problem step recorder executable. Right mouse click and copy to the clipboard buffer. Then I'm going to insert it at the first position of the file name field and paste it right in there, then followed by a backslash as a separator between the path and the file name. Then focus the cursor on the first input field of the Save As dialog box, and then the last input field, the file name field. Right mouse click and copy to the clipboard buffer. Then I'm going to click the Save button, and then I'm going to click the Review Additional Details button and scroll up a little to see that was step number 46. User mouse drag and on Loom camera document in Loom, but it is abbreviated as Loom, the cloud recording app. Then the beauty starts barking at me. So it's the pum 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 no garbage. So it is bark time for the beauty. So we start a new recording at the bark time, and then add a comment with the file name. So I paste the file name of the previous Psar file name into the highlight area in comment, and then I click OK. Then I paste it also into my notes. Edit paste. So notice multiple copies of the same thing complying with the principle of backup and recovery that is called grandfather, father, son. In other words, I have multiple recording of the same thing in sequence. So the first one is called grandfather, the second one is called father, and the third one is called son. This way, if any one of them goes bad, I can easily revert to the previous one. And then I repeat it. I stop and create new file names every short period of time, especially when the theme changes. Like now that the beauty finally came here. It's not finally. I was here already 5 minutes. Don't say finally. And she starts screaming at me as usual. I can start a new theme of dealing with a most beautiful girl. So can you please come here? I'm here. Please quit screaming at me. Stop screaming at me. Let's go outside. Nasty too. Did you put in the... I'm not wearing glasses. Please. They bother me. They bother me. Just at the beginning. Just at the beginning. Then you can take it off. Fine. They bother me. Do you understand what bothers me means? You'll take it off. Please. You understand what bothers me means? Stop it. Just for a few minutes. I don't like it. How about terror? I don't like it. Please come here and help me, Rhonda. Okay, this will be version C now. And the time now is 10:15. Want to snap the path to psr.exe, copy to the clipboard buffer, insert it at the beginning of the file name, and put in the note beauty struggle. So I remember if I want to see the beauty struggle, beauty struggle, I can tap on this specific file, focus on psr.exe, copy to the clipboard buffer, and save it. Then review additional details to see that was step number 13. Start a new step recorder and add a comment with the previous file name, creating a blockchain of file names. So later on, they're short, containing few steps, but linked to each other. And then paste it in my notes. And then to record this special scene of Screaming Beauty, I'm going to stop the video recording on Cyberlink and on Webcam Max and start a new session of the struggle with the beauty as I'm trying to have her use the iView camera glasses. So that will be a special episode in the next video blog. The vlog that I'm preparing, there's multiple scenes, and the beauty scene is always the most challenging. So I want to use the cameras that includes a wide space so the viewer can see not only me, but also the beauty here and the struggle that I have to endure every time. Can you come here, beauty? I'm waiting for you. Let's go. So now we want to make sure that everything is working. Please check me out also. I want to make sure that the phone is working. And you sometimes start a new clip to show the great expression on the beauty as she screams and yells and hustles me any way she can. Another thing we want to do is put the rubber bands on the phone as we are going to bend down to do some yard work. And I want to make sure that the phone doesn't fall and break. Another thing is to put the cable that connects the goggles underneath the sweatband so it doesn't press so much on the ear, on the earlobe, that is. Okay, now I have to shut down the local recordings here, so bear with me for a second as I'm doing that. Okay, can you help me narrate it? I start with a loom, so I'm pressing the red button on the loom, and then I'll try to grab the URL of this loom. This is the cloud recording, so it is stored on the cloud, and it has a URL that can enable me to play it back or share it with other people. I want to make it a little smaller and wait for the playback to appear. In the meantime, I can paste it, edit, paste in my notes. Now it came back, so I want to test it. I place the cursor on the right large arrow to play back and 2.5 speed. You see where it says 2.5x, 15 minutes. This is how long it took. Can you please help me narrate? Help me, Rhonda.
So what we're trying to do is we're trying to get out and close everything. So you want to close the loom. It's already done. You know that the loom is working. You want to paste. You want to save the notepad. You want to stop the loom. Playback. It's working.
I'm pasting my notes in the loom one time as a comment and the second time as a summary. Then scroll to the very bottom to click on Add Chapters and add 3 default chapters, chapter 1, 2, and 3, and click the Save button. What else did I forget? I got the link. So now I'm ready to shut the rest of the recordings. But I want to make sure that I have the link in the comments. I'm going to refresh Pissar. And I even can change it, and I can even place it in the file name. So I copy to the clipboard buffer and then select Save. And then select the file name. And then paste it after the yard work. Control V to paste. Then I need to convert the special character to dashes because Windows does not allow to have colons and slashes in the file name. So I replace it with 3 dashes. Anytime there is a slash, I replace it with a dash. But otherwise, I have the entire hyperlink, the URL in the file name. Then I update it to version D from version C. And the current time is 10:22. So I'm starting at about 10:22 for a couple of hours to remove some items from the yard and stash them away so they will not be visible from the street to comply with the Coral Gables City Beautiful requirements. Copy to the clipboard buffer and then save. And then click the review additional details to see that the last step was step number 45 as I start anew and add a comment with the previous file name. I've tested the Loom recording, which was perfectly good. And now I'm ready to test the other recording. So we'll start with the webcam max, stop it, and double click it to play it back. Use the IQ camera glasses. And then it sounds perfectly well, so I'm going to close it and click OK. Then another video that I've going is Cyberlink. So I want to stop it and play it back. Double click it and we'll hear it. As I'm trying to use the iView camera glasses. And that is perfectly good. And I can close an X out of that. And finally, the last but most important is the MSN Recorder Max. Stop it